Hey, what's up? It's Josh, co-founder of Client Alchemist and clientalchemist.com. And in this video, I want to walk you through some really simple math that once you understand it will help you build a scalable and predictable real estate business. Now, if you love math and you're analytical, this is going to make total sense to you. It's probably going to be simplistic for you. But if you don't, this is extremely important for you to understand. And I'm talking about really simple math. So just bear with me here. I promise you that if you understand it, it's going to give you more peace of mind. It's going to give you more control over your business and help you have less stress. Okay? So there's just a couple of things that we need to understand and set to run some simple math numbers here, okay? Number one is cost per lead, and number two is your average commission. Now, obviously, you know, we have people all throughout the U.S. and Canada watching this, and we have, you know, in some markets where the average home price is $900,000 to $1 million, and somewhere it's $150,000. For simplicity's sake, we're going to use this number for our calculations. An average commission check of $5,000. Extremely conservative, right? Extremely conservative number, okay? For cost per lead. Now, when I say a lead, for us at Client Alchemist, whether it's someone who is a partner or a pro member, when we say cost per lead, we're talking about someone where we get their full name, their primary email, and their primary phone number, which in most cases is their cell, okay? Some other things about what we determine or would quantify as a lead. Number one, this information is virtually 100% accurate. Okay, we don't get any, you know, Mickey Mouse at mickeymouse.com. None of that kind of stuff. 90 to 95% of the time, this number, this primary phone number, is their cell phone number, so we have the ability to text them, which is how we get, at Client Alchemist, how we get an exponentially greater number of our leads to turn into clients. Okay? So, this is what we're talking about when we have a lead, right? And I'm going to use an extremely conservative number for this of $30 per lead. Now, the reality is this is like really high, really conservative. Our partners that's our done for you offering, sort of our agency model, that's about the most that they're paying per lead. We have pro members, and I have personally have campaigns running right now at, you know, I have one under $1, and we consistently see pro members in you know, the $3 to $5 to $10 range. Okay, so I'm trying to be super conservative here, and you can get creative and excited about, you know, less conservative models. But let's say that for every 30 leads, we get a right now client. Someone who's ready, willing, and able to do business with us right now, either for us to list their home or for them to buy a home. Again, this is extremely conservative. 1 out of 30 is extremely conservative. I realize it's not extremely conservative when you look at industry averages and publications and so forth. I'm saying it's extremely conservative from what we're seeing from our pro members and our partners. And you can dig into that yourself if you go to our site. Pull up clientalchemist.com/pro. You will see story after story after story. But let's just be really conservative, right? So if we know that for every 30 leads, we're going to get one of these. Okay? 30 times 30 is, 30 times 30. What's 3 times 3? Right? 3 times 3 is 9. So 30 times 30 is 900. So $900 for 30 leads and one of these, which means for every $9 you're turning that into $50. Again, these numbers are incredibly conservative. And yet, when you think about this, if you put your investor hat on and think about the idea of taking $9 and turning it into $50 and doing that every 60 to 90 days, right? Because we know that it's a longer sales cycle. But if we can do that 60 to 90 days, every 60 to 90 days, how many times do you want to exchange that $9 for 50, right? It just becomes simple math. And when you understand this, it is extremely powerful for you and your business. Now, the reality is, again, these numbers are extremely conservative. If your average commission was $10,000, imagine what it would look like for you. What if it was $15,000? Right? What if your cost per lead was $10 or $15 or $5? Right? You can see how crazy this gets. For example, if your cost per lead was 10 instead of 30, and we needed 30 leads, that would be 300. And if our average commission was 10 instead of 5, that means for every $300 we spend, we're going to turn that into $10,000. Pretty powerful stuff, right? When you understand this kind of simple math, it opens your eyes up to more opportunities. It allows you to make connections, to kind of connect the dots of how you can really create a scalable and predictable business. And that's what we help our pro members and our partners with, is taking the power that lies in this math and implementing it into their business. If you like this video, please let me know. If you found it valuable, please share with someone in our industry that might find it helpful and useful. Thanks for checking this out, and hopefully we'll talk again real soon.